Hello and welcome, I'm Harmony and I'm so happy to be here. And I was just making a video about my offers, and I was getting the message that after I finish that video I'll do another one just to talk about something that the universe wants you to hear. So okay, I started my other video like that, but they were like, okay, directing me to change my message, talk more about my offer, but now here I'll see what is coming through. So what's coming through to me right now is all about talking about relationships. And why is this relationship coming up? I'm being told it's because for me, I've been away for a while, like from my own videos to making videos. I loved making them, loved sending messages out there. And the reason why this is coming up is like because although I had this relationship with my channel, my YouTube channel, I feel like for some time I had to back take a step back because there was other things for me to be doing. And once I've now strengthened this relationship with myself, because I've gone through a journey of a lot of healing and further transformation, deeper level of transformation and growth and expansion, as you know, we are always growing, always evolving and expanding. So I feel like this was for me to connect deeper with my own self, my own being, deeper with my heart, my mind, and my feelings. So when I talk about feelings, it's more like what we call soul, and to me, it's more like our feelings of how we are, and of how we feel. Because if we talk about manifestation, to fulfill the soul, this is the manifestation that we do with our heart. So it is more like our feelings. When you apply our feelings to what we want to manifest, that's when it manifests. So this is what was just coming through right now. So okay, so the word relationship is coming because we have this relationship with every single thing that is around us. So the first one starts within ourselves, then it is the ones who are close to us, and siblings, parents, you know, the co-workers, friends, relatives, etc. So it goes everywhere. But at the same time, we have these relationships with our pet or our car or our some objects in our house, this relationship with the elements, the relationship with the stars, the relationship with the universe, the relationship with God. So all this, the reason why a relationship is coming through is more about, it's like it's saying to me to talk about this, because the most important is we always focusing on the relationship that is outside of us. So some people focus with a relationship with God and they see God as outside of themselves, like, and it's like you can't reach God because God is so high or something. This is how they see it. But what I'm being told is to focus on this and to go back within ourselves, because God or source, whatever you connect with, is in ourselves. It is both in ourselves, and it's both the masculine and the feminine element that are both in ourselves. So when we go in this merge this masculine and feminine within us, which is also the masculine side of God and the feminine side of God, because normally God is most everywhere. When people talk about souls, about God, they talk about like he, and there is always the feminine that is missing. So this is what is coming to me. It's like if you're born in a feminine body, in a female body, then you connect more. It's easier for you to connect with your feminine side life. And if you're born in a masculine, obviously it's easier for you to connect with the masculine. But when we are connecting with either the masculine or the feminine that is within us, it is also the one that came from source, that came from the main, the higher masculine or the feminine that came through and came into our heart and came into our being. So our being, that what we are looking for, that if somebody is looking for the relationship with God, with source, with a, well, of course you've got the relationship with angels, with guides, ascended masters, with all of them. But what is flowing through is to connect with the the God that is within you. So the God that is within you, if you're a woman, it's easier for you to connect with the female side of God that is within you when you connect with that, because already living in this paradigm where it's mostly patriarchy, now there is the rise of the feminine, where a lot work is being done to raise up the feminine again. But when we are raised in this, we are living in this, mostly our mind is connected to the way of the masculine ways of doing things. So what's coming through is like when we are working with the feminine within ourselves, allowing ourselves to be how we are, accept ourselves to be how we are. If we are in a female incarnation, we are connecting. When we are doing that, we are honoring ourselves and connecting with our own goddess self, which is the goddess that is at the higher level, at the source level, because it's the feminine side of source which is flowing in us. If not, where do you think we come from if we don't come from source? So this is what I'm being told loud and clear, like we come from source. And the feminine side, everything that we are, everything that exists here comes from source. And if we are in this feminine, so we are a representation of this feminine energy that comes. So not to look for God outside of yourself, but to connect with the inner God, inner goddess. And this is how you're starting to connect with yourself, your own power, and starting to know this, your true self and your true identity of who you are. And it's the same for men as well. I'm being told, although I'm in this feminine body, but I'm hearing that it's also for men to be connecting with this, because like I said, we've been brought up in this masculine paradigm, and everything is based on how the masculine way of doing things. And it's going to be like I'll be creating a program about this, on how to work on boobs, how to connect with that, and how to work with all this. So it's going to come in the future, but for now, I'm just being the message that is coming through is to relate it out to you. So if you're in the masculine body, then incarnation, then this is like a masculine, connecting to the masculine side of you, but the masculine side is mostly to do with the mind. When we are on earth, it's also to do with the lower mind. Like we say, we have a higher mind and a lower mind. A higher mind is more about the spiritual aspect of things, and to look at it from that angle. But the lower mind is a defensive way. It's the ego way that is there to protect you. And its job, and it is its job to do that. The ego's job to protect you, because that's how things have been. And if you try to do things differently, it will come in and say to you, no, this is not the way to do things. You have to stick back to the way you were doing. But when you start connecting with that part of you, the masculine part of you, which is the mind of source, the mind that comes from the universe, you connect with that, and you're connecting with your own mind, but you're talking to the mind of the universe to help you to understand yourself better, to find God within yourself. How can that mind enlighten you to find the God that you're looking for outside. So it's about creating this relationship of this sacred relationship with yourself, whether you are in a masculine or a feminine body. So this is how you can start connecting, creating this relationship with yourself, going deeper within, understanding this relationship. Once you start to start understanding this, then there will be the balance which will come afterwards, which I will be talking in other videos. And like I said, there is a lot coming through right now to create programs about all this, so I will be working on that. And um, you stay tuned if you'd like to know more about it. But this is what is coming about relationships. To start working on the relationship, when you get to realize that you are one with that masculine side of source, or you're one with that feminine side of source, then you start knowing your power. You start understanding who you are, and you stop looking for things outside of you, and it gives you so much more clarity and so much more within your heart itself. It gives you so much more this language of understanding your heart, because this is very easy when you talk to the heart, and it's your whole body responds to it. So if you want to know whether something is right for you or not, you just ask the question and close your eyes and just feel in your body. How do you feel? If you feel like calm, quiet, you feel a little bit of like a bliss, or whatever you feel, this is telling you you're connecting with your heart. That's the relationship you're creating with yourself, and this is how you develop your intuition as well, a lot more. But if you get a feeling like it's, oh, I feel sick, I feel like that when I want to do something, but if I feel sick, I know this is not the right thing to do. But for men, it's different, because you go with a higher mind, and you can start connecting with your feminine side as well. I'm talking about men. When they ask this question, you ask the question, you're connecting to the God within yourself, to the source within yourself, the masculine source within yourself. And when you're connecting and asking the question, you can try that. Close your eyes and see how you feel in your body. Or the other way that's coming to me is place your hand on your heart and see what comes to you, how you feel. And if you feel like peace, then you know this is what your soul desires for you. This is what your feeling desires for you, because this is what I say, the purpose of the soul is to be fulfilled, is fulfillment, is seeking fulfillment on earth. And when we are on earth, we are we are meant to be living a life of fulfillment, but there is so much that happens and we can't see beyond that. So how can you see beyond that, and how can you start living a fulfilling life? It's been my own journey where there's been like so much struggle and all this to try to understand this, and now we see the big picture of how everything is and how to make things work better. And there's been so much going on in my own life, my own growth. Like I said, we are ever evolving, ever expanding. We keep understanding. So when we start connecting with our own self, the feminine self, then if you're a male, you connect with the masculine side of God, of source, of whoever you call it, the higher masculine. And then you create this relationship with that side, and that will guide you how to connect with your feminine side. And if you're in a feminine body, that you connect with your heart, that will guide you on how to connect with your higher mind, so with the masculine side of life. And this is when you start creating a balance. But these will be in different videos that I'll be doing, and also, like I said, It will come at a later stage. There's so much information coming through right now to be working on, but if you're listening to this video, this is that the message is coming through right now to start connecting with your inner being, the inner source, your inner presence, your inner being, because that is the holy, the sacred relationship you can have, the most sacred relationship you can have, because there's nothing outside of yourself that can fulfill you, that can satisfy you, that can give you everything that you desire. Yes, you can have a loving partner that is beautiful, that is cherishing you, giving you everything. And how do you think you achieve that? It's also by connecting with your feminine side, with you yourself. So everything that happens, everything that is going on in our surrounding, in our environment, is all a reflection of how we are feeling inside, who we are. But this is the message that is coming through again, to start connecting with the source that is within you, this relationship that you have with God that is within yourself. So I hope this helps, and I'm so happy to be back, and thank you for your time, thank you for being here, and thank you for your like, subscribe, and everything that you are here to help me put my message out there as being part of my audience. You take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.